So we're gonna play this, right? This demo that I still have. I should get rid of this. I have 2 of them. They're like basically exactly the same. They're almost exactly the same, these 2 demos. I don't know why I have 2 of them. I think I had the second one because I thought it would be like more different in the first one. Like they would maybe change stuff. They didn't really change anything. It's fine. We're not playing that. We're gonna play this. I expect there to be a lot of cutscenes. Just letting you know. So, I mean, it's a Final Fantasy game. What do you know? What do you expect? There we go. Switching channels on my TV. Which is what I used to play this. The demo features several chapters of the first act. All save progress is carried over to the main game. So this is really, it really is just like the first part of the game. Like this is just the start of the game, I assume. I mean, you know, it would be weird to have a demo and like say that the progress carries over and then like you like miss part of the first part, right? It'd be weird. I probably do want to put the screen brightness up very slightly, like 1. Because that, I mean, the bottom is meant to be dark, so it's fine. Just 1 is fine. Subtitles on, yes. That's fine. I'm not wireless right now. I am plugged in. I'm usually plugged in. English. So basically, do I want 30 FPS or 60 FPS? I really want to drink some of my tea, but it's still too hot. Ah. I attempted it anyway. I regret it. Let's go for 30 FPS for now. It's because I want all the visual pizzazz. Visual alerts. I don't think that we need that. Some people swear by it. I don't really. Standard is fine. Yeah, we'll go. We can always change it to 60 FPS later.
Moss the Chronicler, who said that the land of Valisthea
No swearing, all right.
is blessed in the light of the Mother Crystals, and that it was this light which finally led our forebears out of the darkness. Yet, what they saw in the light gave rise to temptation.
Let me know how the sound is if it's too low, because I have adjusted it a little bit.
Back into the crystal shadow, and thus did our journey begin.
That's certainly a thing. Pretty loud now. But I feel like the the talking was very quiet as well. Is this Gandalf fighting the Balrog? I didn't know Gandalf turned into... Oh god. I didn't know Gandalf turned into a phoenix. I'm actually playing, by the way, right now. Oops, too early. I'm just fireballing this guy right now. You can still only see my PlayStation menu. G&G, you might want to reload or something. Hold on. Let me double check. Let me double check on my end, but I'm pretty sure that's a you problem. Where's my... There it is. Yeah, no, that's you, GNG. That's definitely you. I see it just fine. Go ahead and refresh the page. Oops, this is my another evade attempt. This is Gandalf versus the Balrog. And that is how Gandalf became Gandalf the White. Cool story there, Clive, but wasn't Gandalf a wizard and not, you know, a phoenix? Listen, it's my story, alright? I'll tell it how I want to tell it.
It'll be light soon. Both camps have begun to stir.
Hold on, I'll turn it up. I hope that they have individual
and only the dominant
volume controls, because the voices are a little low.
How do we even know the girl will be among them?
Our kind do not question orders.
Compared to everything else.
We follow them. Try to keep that in mind.
All right.
Let's get this done.
As soon as we get to some gameplay, I'll adjust it.
Focus, Wyvern. You are key to this mission's success.
Yes, Sergeant.
Alright, let's see. Yes, this is indeed a main menu, I understand. Sound. Here we go. As much as I love the music has to go down a little bit, and the effects have to go down a little bit. And then I'll turn everything else up. And that should be a bit better. I think that's a good size. I don't think it needs to be any bigger. I don't think we need that. I don't think we need speaker names right now. Sometimes speaker names can, like, spoil a thing. Like, what if you, you know, someone speaks from off screen and you're not supposed to know who it is yet, and it just, like, says his name? I've seen it happen. Alright. I think that we're good. For now. We need, like, a little bit brighter. Just one more brighter.
I said focus, Wyvern.
Turn this back down. Anytime outside a cutscene, yeah, I already got the main menu. Alright, you know what? I've already decided. I've already decided. Hold on. Yeah, we're going to frame rate.
We don't have time for this.
Oh, thank goodness. That feels a lot better. I can't do 30 FPS anymore. You know what? I just can't. As much as I would love to. It's hard for me anymore.
Time to move.
We might also be, you know, I know I keep on adjusting stuff, I'm sorry, but... Oops. Hold on. Start it back down. It was looking a little washed out there.
We're just in time.
It's like the cutscenes are still 30 FPS, but that's okay. It's not the worst. A Republican army. I remember this from the trailers. I think there are Mughals in this game, though, GNG. I remember seeing one in some of the gameplay.
These Iron Blood are more beast than man.
The way this is going, they won't need this new dominant of theirs. What?
Sorry, I know I'm adjusting volume constantly. Trying to get a good, you know, feel for it. Zernitra.
To the gates! Quickly! Move!
What do you mean, you refuse? Did you not pledge your swords to our cause?
Come now. Marshal, the King of Waloed is our guest.
And you have His Majesty's answer.
This is very, what was that, that scene in Game of Thrones? Where all the rulers of the North are, like, you know, in a room talking to each other? Fresh squeezed crystal.
I wonder that you summoned us at all. Have you so little faith in your own men? It was the Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders in the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not?
Was it?
Or
I don't remember that.
mistaken? Besides, your dominant has yet to take the field. And when he does, our knights would only get in the way.
Perhaps you have not heard, but the Iron Blood now have their own dominant. We would be fools to underestimate them.
Bugger their knights.
What did you say?
I don't think that's allowed, sir.
Be allowed to fall. The capital will lie exposed. And I doubt the Crusaders will wait for the good king's pawns to line up before taking to the board. Which just leaves me.
Hopka!
The Iron Blood will rule the day they set foot on Storm. This game is over.
Oh, alright. Sorry guys, game's over. We're done playing. That's it. He said it. What else can we do?
You cock.
Benedicta.
You know, she was like there in the room the whole time.
Take care.
You're acting surprised to see her.
Does the lion take care when he chases the hare? Or do you think me one of the latter?
No, my love. You are a lion. You're my lion.
I'm not afraid of a little frost, Benedicta. But I will need someone to warm me when I come home.
Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing the swear thing was off. Listen, that only applies to me, not the game. I can't help what the game says.
This is our chance. The chaos will conceal us.
Alright. I mean, it still looks like a nice game. I don't know what's limited by the, you know, 60 versus 30 FPS modes, but I can jump. But I mean, it still looks pretty nice. Whee! Yep. I jumped.
And quick and deadly.
As always. Take the van.
Where are we taking the van to?
Wait. Something's not right.
Going to Disney World or oh, okay.
Titan. So the Darmaks finally grew tired of being slaughtered.
Titan needs to put some pants on.
And look who's here to greet the bastard.
Come on.
Sorry, that was me slurping my tea. Shiva looks a lot smaller than Titan. Titan would get his pants from the same place that the Incredible Hulk gets his pants from. Because then you just stretch, right? You need to stretch a lot.
You don't get to die here, Wyvern. Move!
I actually pressed R1, by the way, just in case. Like, it was the note this is going to be a interactable cutscene. Wasn't sure. Whee! Oh, that's the quick way down.
Right on top of us.
Dingy, who do you think would win in Final Fantasy 14 versus Shiva versus Titan? The 14 version. Oh god.
Anytime, Wyvern.
Listen, I'm going. I can't sprint, at least I don't know how. I think it might have actually told me how, I just don't remember what it was.
I'm just gonna stand there.
Shiva does have better range. She also has more... yeah. She has attacks that don't require the ground. And she flies. So any ground attacks don't really affect her anyway. Oh, that guy died. That guy's not going to be in Final Fantasy 17.
Wyvern! Wyvern!
That guy's not going to be in Final Fantasy 16 too.
I told you before, you do not get to die here.
G&G, how many Final Fantasy games are there that start out with you being part of a... like a mercenary group? It's a lot, isn't it? I mean, 7. Certainly. You're kind of involved in 6, right? Kind of involved in a group. Rosalith.
Well, if you're not cut out to be a shield, there's always work for you in the stables. Unless, of course, you think you can defend your master.
Sorry,
while
I'm trying not to
sucking your
slurp,
arse in a puddle
but
of
it
pig
happens.
swill.
I'm sure he'd find a way. My brother always looks after me. Right?
Go on. You're sure to hit him eventually.
Don't give up now.
Two arms, then.
Two arms!
To disappoint the gallery.
You're in a school in 8, right? I have no idea about 9. I never played 9. The intro to 12 has you like as part of a group. I don't know if it's a mercenary group though. I think it's more of an army. But that's not really who you play as. I mean, you play as that in the intro, but you don't play as that in like the main game. All right. I can log on.
Good. Again.
Yep.
Very good.
I think you're part of the main army in 4.
Will serve you well in the field.
Right?
But can the same be said of your spellcraft? The flames of the phoenix burn within you. Now let them burn without.
Okay.
Come, Clive.
I will do that.
Rain fire down upon me.
Gladly. Right.
Keep them coming. Well done.
Thank you. I pressed 2 buttons.
The Firebird's flames just as a first shield should.
You flatter me, my lord.
Or would you rather I flattened you? Can be arranged. Let's see if you can elude my blade. After all, your attacking prowess will count for naught if you don't live long enough to use it.
Okay.
On your toes, Lord Rossfield.
Got it. Yeah, R1. And, alright.
was sure I had you.
That was amazing!
I'm doing these precision dodges.
Come on. Good.
Are you a mercenary guy in
Remember,
one?
Clive, your blade is not your only weapon. Quickness of thought and fleetness of foot are indispensable arms in any shield's arsenal. But you are not just any shield, are you?
I played some of one.
Show me what
It was like
sets
the
you
PSP
apart from
version.
the rest. You have been blessed by the Phoenix, granted the use of its power. Call upon that power now to close on me. Well, I'm waiting.
You're not like a mercenary group in 8 though, right? Because you're like into school. I guess if you count the school as a mercenary group, they are teaching you how to fight. I don't actually remember that much about 8, but I remember that. Blessing of the Phoenix grants Clive the ability to perform a piece of inhuman strength plus O to close in on a distant target. And I can use attacks while I'm doing this. Alright.
Impressive. But even the most agile shield cannot hope to escape every blow. And death may come by a handful of cuts as easily as it comes by 1,000. There is only one way to ensure that you do not fall. Keep your wounds mended and your energies replenished. Speaking of which, my lord, you seem a little worse for wear.
No, I'm
won't
fine.
do at all.
I'm okay. Potions. Consumable items such as potions can be used to restore my HP. Obviously, they can be assigned up, right, and down. Not left, though. Specifically not left.
Alright then.
Regular potion. So I want to just... Okay, there we go.
That's better. Battle is a succession of pivotal moments, wherein life and death can be decided at a single stroke. You must be ready to utilize every tool at your disposal if you are to navigate a path to victory. Or at the very least, to ensure that you live to fight another day. Enough practice. It's time for the test. You've
Enough
recovered
talk.
from your soaking, I trust.
Have at you!
You wouldn't want to kick a man while he's drowned.
I thought you'd never ask.
Come then, Lord Rosfield. Spar with me. If you believe yourself worthy to be called Shield of the Flame, then prove it.
Okay, I will.
As you wish, my lord.
They didn't say anything about R2 or L2, by the way.
Have at me, boy. Make proof of your strength.
Alright, I will. Final lesson! Fight! Alright, that's his stamina meter, basically.
Go on. You're sure to beat him this time.
You can do it, Clive.
Oh, I thought I had,
Stay
like,
calm.
invulnerability frames. Oops.
You're taking this seriously.
Keep going, Clive.
Not quite.
Got him. And he only hit me once. I'm not sure about... here's the problem. Here's my problem with this control scheme. It's different from the other 2 games that I'm playing that are like this. I'm playing, as I mentioned before, Tears of the Kingdom. I'm also playing God of War, Ragnarok. Tears of the Kingdom does use the equivalent of square to attack. It's fine. That matches. But I have it set so that the equivalent of X is like my jump button, which is like the dodge button. This is also the same for God of War. God of War, you can choose between either X or O. Now, Dark Souls games use O for dodge. And that kind of messed me up a little bit when I first started playing God of War, but I got used to it in God of War. And so now, in both of those other games, X is essentially dodge. And so it's weird that it's now R1. I would love to change that. We'll see if I can do it. Use R2 and square to execute Rising Flames. Okay, so this is the
Well, it's time I took my own advice and used all the tools at my disposal.
Come on, Clive! Keep pressing!
Just a little more. We believe in you.
You're a damnably quick learner, Lord Rosey.
There he goes. That precision. Oh my god, Clive! You've killed him! Oh my god, why did you do that? You burned him to a crisp!
He won! See? I told you he could do it!
Aye.
Wait, who the hell are you?
Bested at last.
What do you think happens if I actually lose that? You think they have a cutscene for
That was a
it?
display worthy of your father. You are a true shield of the flame, and let no one tell you otherwise. Including me. What are you lot gawping at? Back to your drills.
Come on, it wasn't that hard.
Joshua. I was just tired. The Phoenix's flames are a gift. You mustn't waste them.
It isn't a waste. My shields look after me. Why shouldn't I?
That's why. You were coughing this morning too. You shouldn't be outdoors.
I'll be fine. It's just a cold.
Don't push yourself.
His Grace has returned!
It's kind of weird that a kid with, like, Phoenix powers, the powers of regeneration, can get sick at all.
Your Grace, please, this is no place for one such as you.
I would gladly brave hell itself to see my darling boy. Gentlemen, Rosaria thanks you for your indefatigable loyalty.
Thank you, Your Grace. We live to serve.
Joshua. You should not be out of doors. We have discussed this.
I'm sorry.
Good day to you, Mother.
Come, Joshua.
What was
Your
that
father
look
will
about?
be expecting us.
Are they, like, only half-brothers? Is she not actually his mother?
Lord Murdoch?
Your Grace.
Is that what I'm getting from this?
What a way to treat your own flesh and blood.
I know. It's not his fault. Not everyone can be born the Phoenix.
We should join them.
I think it goes to 30 FPS for the cutscenes because I think it wants the cutscenes to be like full graphics at all times. Honestly, I'd try 30 FPS again if this really is what the graphics look like on 30 FPS at all times. They call it, you say he's like the less talented sibling, but I mean he's the one who's fighting and stuff. I don't know. Maybe Joshua's just gonna be a really powerful mage.
Arise, my friends.
Welcome home, Father.
Thank you, Joshua. You are well, I trust?
Yes, Father. Much better. Today, Jill and I went to the bay to watch Clive's spa.
Is that so?
Quiet, Torgal. Stop it, boy. Not now.
You'll make a fine hound one day.
Father.
Lift up your head, girl.
Thank you, Your Grace.
The dog might die eventually.
Your safe return.
Although I'm pretty sure he lives long enough to become a party member. I remember seeing that on the trailers.
War is coming, my boy. We must make ready.
Is the situation truly so grave?
Come to the throne room. We will talk there.
Yes, Father. Your Grace.
Shields dismissed.
I mean, spoilers, I guess, but, you know. Yeah, you can pet the dog. You pet the dog and give him treats.
Torgal. Where do you think you're going, Clive here is off to see the Archduke.
Right.
Sunrise, sunset. Well, which is it, game? Hold down L3 and trust your animal instinct to point you into the right direction. Alright.
Is trouble brewing?
I'm not sure.
See, we're like 30 FPS here. Hold on. You know what? If we're gonna be 30 FPS anyway, I might as well. My tributes. Got it. Let's go to system, though. Let me see about the controls. Where's evade? This makes evade, which isn't bad. Can I never have can I never have evade on X? So this is the Dark Souls scheme right here. This probably actually wouldn't be that bad. What's lock on? It's still L1, which I'm not a fan of, but it's fine. You know what? Let's try this. Let's try the Dark Souls version.
More refugees arrived today. Well, if things get
Edible instinct. Oh, there's loot. Is there loot in this game? There should be. I didn't even have to press anything? I didn't even have to press anything. He just sucked it up.
So this is it, lads. Time to put an end to their little crusade.
A lot of random people talking on the left. I might turn that off. I'm not sure.
Make sure all the crystals are accounted for.
Can I? I can't like salute him back. Quay. I can talk to this guy.
Your steed is in fine fettle, my lord. Isn't that right, Ambrosia?
Nice. Great. Get my horse bird all ready to go for eventual war, apparently. I can't. I want to say hi to him back. That's one thing you could do in Spider-Man. When you're walking around the city, people say like hi to you. You can like press a button and you like wave back.
Preparation is key.
I love that about Spider-Man.
Nothing down there but rats and rogues, my lord.
Well, I might need to go deliver someone 10 rat hides or something. So, you know, make sure it's all ready for me.
They've closed the gates.
Let's hope the side entrance is still open.
All right. Can I talk to anyone else? Can I talk to this guy?
Get this stuff unpacked before the Duchess calls for our heads. Right you
So they're not king and queen. They're
Phoenix will be with us. No savages.
they're duchess and archduke. Can I fight some more? Can I like practice using my new scheme, using my Dark Souls scheme?
You put on quite the show for us, Lord Rosfield. Any man who can do that deserves to be first shield.
It's gonna mess me up the next time I have to fight. I'll like it better though, because that also matches God of War a little bit more. Evading is gonna mess me up.
Good as new.
Forgive me, Lord Marquess, pray do not concern yourself with this
Marquess.
ungling cur.
I would have said Marquess, but that's fine.
Did I say to speak?
It was no trouble. Really.
Oh, do not indulge him. To be allowed to stand in your lordship's presence is more than his kind deserves. Why, neither the Empire nor the Republic treat their bearers half so well. He was lucky to be born in your father's dominion. Very lucky, as I remind him every day.
Is his name Rosaria or Marquess? Because they called him Rosaria as well.
Please.
Which, as far as I know, is probably like the name of the, you know, the royalty here, because this is, what, Rosalith?
I trust his good fortune will continue.
Of course, if that is your lordship's wish.
Maybe that's just another, like, title. Maybe everyone who's,
Don't work too hard.
like,
Remember,
the head, you know, in the royal family is named Rosaria. But they actually have a real name.
As do we all, my lord.
What is that thing on your side, sir? What are you wearing?
As do we all.
What's that, like, device?
Come along now. Back to your duties.
Marquess is his title? I never heard that. Marquis? I guess it must be related to that. Marquis instead of Marquess.
Looks like they're getting ready for supper.
I think so.
I thought this was a... I'm gonna be honest. When I looked up here and I saw this big glowing blue thing, I thought, oh, is that an etherite? Wrong game. Wrong game.
I'm having my bearer fill the well.
My bearer.
Best to save what crystals we can, eh?
Wheat harvests down again, apparently. This war
We
ends
go
up
up
dragging
here.
on, we'll starve.
Is there gonna be more loots? Yeah, there is.
Fine display, my lord. Almost felt sorry for the Lord Commander.
What, is he an asshole or something? That people dislike him? Let me through! I am the Lord Marquess! Sorry.
Nice and quiet in here, isn't it?
The down gardens. Just the up gardens.
There's
There might actually be some up gardens. There might actually be some up gardens. Oh look, they're like using magic wind as well.
Lord Marquis, forgive my man, you'll be done in a jiffy. Just getting the place tidied up for the big procession.
Oh, they're using wind to cut it, because wind can cut, right? That's like the whole thing with wind. aside from blowing.
Clive,
Are you worried about the war?
the soldiers will expect the Phoenix to help them, but I don't know if I can.
Don't worry, Joshua. Father will guide you. And I will protect you. Always.
I know. Thank you, Clive.
Mother?
Do you understand? The power of the Phoenix dwells within Joshua, and Joshua alone. If any ill should befall him, it will be on your head. Do not neglect your duties again. Yes, Your Grace.
Giving him a dressing down. Some large gates and stiff levers require effort to operate. Use X to access, and then hold R2 or push or pull with all your might. The controller fought against me a little bit there. A duke's eldest son and heir is often called a marquess. I see. That makes sense. So they're basically just calling him Lord Elder Son. Lord Elderson.
Good luck.
This is a very realistic looking, like, throne room. It's big, but, like, it just makes me think of the one from 15, which was all kinds of fantasy.
All right, you can stop
like high fantasy.
Mother isn't here.
Do the territories fare any better?
Most lie under a pall of black. In just these few moons, the Blight has taken nigh on all of the northern reaches. It is only a matter of time before it crosses the border.
By the flames.
Nearly every available bed in the capital is already occupied by those fleeing the Deadlands. Even if we were to send them south to Port Isolde, more would only follow in their wake. Every day we delay brings us closer to disaster. We must move now.
Against the Iron Kingdom.
We have traded blows with them for too long. It is time to end it.
At the very least, we must secure Drake's breath. Without the blessing of the Mother Crystal, we cannot defend our realm from the spread of the Blight.
The Iron Blood will not relinquish it easily. This will be a bitter fight.
We ride for Phoenix Gate tomorrow. There we will listen to the words of our ancestors, as tradition dictates.
Am I to go with you as Joshua's shield?
There is something else I would have you do first.
Okay.
Rodney.
You will have heard the reports, I am sure, of beastmen from the north being sighted within our borders.
Goblins
Beastmen?
in the Stillwind Marshes. I know of the rumors.
Goblins?
Yes.
Then you know what must be done. I will give you 2 good men. While we ride north tomorrow, you will journey to Stillwind, search it, and clear it. Then you will join us at Phoenix Gate.
It is time to prove your strength. And shut your mother up for good.
Feels weird that they're sending him off to do some little side mission while,
I will do
you
my
know,
duty, Your Grace.
they go off and do the main stuff. Just saying. Feels a little weird.
That will be all. Rest well. We ride at dawn.
Yes, Your Grace.
Active time lore. Hold the middle button thing to access active time lore feature, a compilation of important information relevant to Clive's current storyline progression. Active time lore. Sure. The Grand Duchy of Rosaria, a nation occupying the western reaches of the continent of Storm, with Rosalith as its capital. Rosaria was originally formed from a collection of smaller dominions, all of which now stand united under the banner of Archduke Elwyn Rosfield. Rosfield, that's his name. Rosfield. Not Rosaria, Rosfield. Rosaria is the kingdom. The duchy. The duchy. It's not a kingdom because it doesn't have a king. Not possessing a mother crystal of its own, the duchy has long been locked in bitter conflict with the Iron Kingdom over possession of Drake's Breath, which lies still further to the west, in the midst of the boiling sea. Let's look at this guy first. Elwyn Rosfield, Archduke of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria and father of Clive and Joshua, loved by his people for his steadfast leadership both at home and on the battlefield, which he put to good effort in quelling the rebellious northern territories. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad. They're definitely laying the lore out like pretty quickly. Like they're talking about stuff that's going on, and I'm like, what? So I'm glad that they have, they have what this button. Rosalith Castle, situated in the heart of the ducal capital, Ducal. I'd say ducal. Capital of Rosalith. It is from this towering ivory fortress that the Archduke and his family rule their nation. An architectural feat the founder himself would be proud of. The founder. The castle has stood since the early days of the duchy and watched over the rise of this proud nation and the people who inhabit the city beneath. It's weird, the way I would pronounce things is they were like, duchy, I wouldn't say duchy. Certainly, it sounds weird. Duchy, I would say, but then ducal, I'd say ducal and not ducal, even though they have the same, root word. The Mother Crystals, enormous glassy mountains, 5 of which tower over the lands of Valisthea. They're the source of all the crystals that the people of the Twins rely on in their everyday lives. Not only that, but the lands surrounding them are rich with ether, making the magics the crystals cast even more potent. For these reasons, great nations have sprung up around each Mother Crystal and have long warred with each other for possession of their blessings. The Iron Kingdom, the Iron Throne, also known as in the local tongue as Heron. Heron. Probably just Heron. The Iron Kingdom is an archipelago nation situated off the west coast of Storm, with its capital at Craig Lois. Oh my god, that's a Welsh word if ever I've seen one. The Mother Crystal, Drake's Breath, rises from a volcanic island situated just within or without its borders, depending on whom you ask, and has been the subject of a long-standing conflict between the Ironblood and the neighboring Duchy of Rosaria. The Iron Kingdom's inhabitants shun any contact with outsiders, which has given rise to a unique, if largely inward-looking culture. Is there anything else? Can I look at other things as well? Can I is there a deeper lore entry for things that are not necessarily immediately relevant, but for stuff that I want to look at? I can assign abilities. Oh, this is easy mode stuff, which I don't particularly need any of. Attributes. Items. Yeah, I can assign them to shortcuts. I got it. Stone Skin Tonic. Increase defense by 30% for 90 seconds. That's not bad. Nope, nothing else. There's really no, just, look at all of the lore that you have. No? Alright. Alright, well, you know, I got it. Any loot in here, by the way? No, I don't see it. In 30 FPS mode, the motion blur is like a little bit heavy. And I do kind of wish that I could turn that off. Can I turn the motion blur like down? No. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I chose this 30 FPS life. It's less heavy in 60 FPS because at 60 FPS, you know, you don't need it nearly as much. I could talk to this guy. Can I talk to this guy?
No messages, my lord.
Alright. Good to know. Interesting that everyone's rooms are like right off the throne room. Dark ass stairway. I wouldn't want to walk down those stairs. Can't see a goddamn thing. So I can jump at about as high as Link can in Tears of the Kingdom. Hello? Hello out there? Alright, let's get on with it. My God, it's like super dark in here. Why is it so dark?
How long will you be away this time?
Not long. 4 days, maybe 5.
And you will be taking Joshua?
Well, I can't exactly leave him behind, can I? The blood of the Rosfields runs in his veins. Before going to war, we perform the rite at Phoenix Gate. It's our way. You know that. And only the dominant can enter the apothecary, so yes, I'm taking Joshua.
Oh, to hell with your way! The boy is ill.
Weird thing to ask. Hey, you're going to...
You think I don't know that?
Talk to your dominant. Are you going to take your dominant with you?
The boy is also the Phoenix.
Yes.
The heir to the throne.
Are you dumb?
You can't keep him in swaddling clothes all of his life.
Elwyn!
Don't worry. Clive will watch over him.
After he kills a bunch of goblins.
15 years. He's already a fine soldier. He will make a splendid shield.
After.
You see more in him than the Phoenix did. He was rejected, Elwyn. Our household has no place for such a failure. He is worthless. A man like any other.
Ouch.
As am I, my dear.
Nonsense. You are the Archduke of Rosaria.
Oh, not this again. You know as well as I do that I only sit upon the throne because my father was taken before his time. I am merely warming the seat till Joshua comes of age.
You are your father's firstborn son, and you sit upon the throne.
She's definitely some kind of weird
All is in its right place.
Scheming person, I feel like.
Unlike some, you have not disgraced our noble blood.
Without men like Clive to keep us safe, your precious noble blood would long since have graced the gutter.
I'm going to go ahead and assume that their marriage was for political reasons more than anything else. She has light hair and she wears blue and she's a bit icy cold. I'm going to guess, just a hunch, she might be Shiva.
This is it then. Time to prove yourself.
Wishing on a star.
This isn't a Disney movie, you know.
I'm a little old for that. I should get some sleep.
Right. You're going with them tomorrow, aren't you?
I am Joshua's shield.
I mean,
sworn to protect him.
After I kill some goblins, though. Everybody seems to forget that.
He takes too many risks. I only wish I could save him from himself.
Clive, you...
I have another mission too. Father has given me my first command.
Well, if you're not going to pray to Metia for your safe return, I shall just have to do it for you.
Alright, you pray to Bluebird Girl. I'm gonna go get some sleep, though.
There's going to be another war, isn't there? Since coming here, I've begun to take peace for granted. I assumed the war between our nations would be the last. But it never really ends, does it?
No.
All we have to do is realize that the Beastmen are actually just regular people, and we ally with them.
War will be bigger than before.
And then we'll have such a huge army, we can take over everything.
But you'll be alright, won't you, Clive? You're a shield of Rosaria, after all, and blessed by the Phoenix.
So I'd give you my coat, but I don't actually have one on. This is my shirt.
Go in. My lady.
Good night, Clive.
Do we know who she is? Like, who is she, like, relationship-wise? She lives in the castle. Is she, like, a handmaiden? Have they said who she is? Maybe the active lore. You know what? Can I do active lore anytime? Oh, I can. Oh, I should have pressed it. I should have pressed it while she was still on screen. That's right. We'll find out eventually.
Sorry, Ambrosia. We won't be hunting today.
Can I press it with Chocobo on the screen? Hey, I can. Good. Ambrosia, born in the stables of Rosalith Castle. Ambrosia was chosen by the young Clive Rosfield to be his personal steed, and raised by him from a chick. She is a proud bird and deeply loyal to her master, quickly turning her beak upon any but he who should attempt to pet her.
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll do brilliantly.
I'll try.
She's on screen now. Yeah, that's what I want to see. All right. Oh, no. Wrong button. Man, it's like an interactive game. It's like a game to press the lore button when the right people are on screen at the right time. Joshua Rosfield, second son of the Archduke of Rosaria. Joshua was appointed heir to the ducal throne by virtue of his awakening as the dominant of the Phoenix. His love and admiration for his elder brother Clive is absolute, and he is only too proud to have him serve as his first shield. His love for carrots less so. Boy doesn't like carrots. Jill Warwick. Born a princess of the Northern Territories, Jill was made a ward of Rosaria after her homeland's incessant raids were quelled by the duchy. She was raised in Rosalith Castle and son Clyde and Joshua, who came to love her as a sister. So, she is, in fact, a royalty. She's the royalty of another territory. She just happens to live there also. Alright.
Good luck.
I was confused when he called her my lady. I wasn't sure if he was being like facetious, like she's not a lady or whatever. But no, she actually is. Okay. Wanted to see if I wanted to see if there was an entry for the guard, the main guard guy.
Friends, we ride for Phoenix Gate. May the blessing of the crystals go with us
And shield the Firebird's flame forevermore!
His Grace departs. Open the gates.
No, it's your job. Oh shit! Hold on.
Lord Rosfield, allow me. I shall see her safely to Phoenix Gate.
Thank you.
Well, wait, what am I going to use to go to the Goblin Town? Who the hell are you two?
We're ready to depart, my lord.
It's Biggs and Wedge.
May I say what an honor it is to serve alongside you?
This is to be no mere investigation. If there are goblins in Stillwind, they won't leave willingly. The Beastmen are a fierce foe. We underestimate them at our peril.
Not today, we won't.
Sir Wade, Sir Tyler, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
As you command.
To the marshes, then.
They could still be Biggs and Wedge. They could be their first names.
And may the blessing of the crystals go with us.